Hello class, this is a video tutorial on continuity and differentiability of piecewise functions. So now recall that piecewise functions are comprised of functions at various domains. At the boundary of each of these pieces, there are possible discontinuities. So let's take a look at these first two examples first. And yeah, let's get to it. So we're going to figure out where the piecewise functions are discontinuous. Let's search for the more obvious ones first. So from greater than or equal to 2 and less than 2. That's completely fine. That's all good. But now take a close look between these boundaries. You'll see that it's x is greater than 0, but then suddenly x is less than 1. So between 0 and 1 inclusive, the function is undefined, so it's discontinuous at that point. So this is the more obvious one here is discontinuous, continuous from greater than or equal to -1 and less than or equal to 0, because those points, as you can see, are undefined. But even though this point here share the same value of 2, when we check the values, they should be the same. So let's substitute 2 into here. So 11 minus 3x, so 11 minus 3, so let's test 2. Test x equals 2. So we get 11 minus 3 times 2, that equals 11 minus 6, which is 5. That's all good. Now take a close look. When we substitute this here, we get 2 squared minus 1, which is 4 minus 1, which is 3. So what this might look like when if we were to sketch this out, the x minus 1 would be a parabola from 0 till 2, so that would be something like this. And then it'll stop at the value of 3. That's 3, and this would be 2. But then this would suddenly jump up to 5, like so, and be, well, jump up to, 5, and have a gradient of -3. So verifying here, x squared minus 1 is this portion, and you can see that when we substitute 2 here, we get a value of 3, but when we substitute 2 into the line, we get 5. So we suddenly get this gap between the functions. So it's actually also discontinuous from the point. So we can also say discontinuous at, let's change that from, discontinuous from -1 to 0 inclusive, and at x equals 2. So there are the discontinuous parts. Okay, so let's take a look at this one now. Same deal. You can see that even though they are both 1, all domains are accounted for. If we now substitute and test 1 for both of these, they should be the same number. So here we go. So let's test x equals 1 into both. So -1 squared plus 4 times 1 minus 2. That should give us -1 plus 4 is 3, minus 2 is 1. Substituting 1 into here, so 2 times 1 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So what this might look like, I don't want to get into too much detail here. Well, first, let's answer this. This is continuous for all x values. But demonstrating what this might look like, it's this. This is a negative quadratic, so it'd be concave down. Not sure exactly where it might be. Let's just say it looks something like this. And then at 1, it gives us 1. So at the value of 1, it gives us a value of 1. But then 2x minus 1, it continues exactly at that point like this. Now again, I'm not sure entirely what it might look like, but the two functions, the two pieces meet at the same y value, at the same x value, and so this is all continuous. Okay, so I hope that's giving you a quick insight of what this might look like. And so now let's take a look at this in the next video. Hope to see you then, and best of luck.